Hi guys, I'm gonna do a review on the Switch 2 because I have had it for a week now. So I got it on Friday, and before you say like how did I get one, I just kind of woke up and just looked at a bunch of stores on that Friday. I basically was looking every day for one, and Argos had one, and I just kind of impulse buyed it, even though yes I was looking for one. I just got paid then, and basically now I got nothing. But I did buy 2 games for it, and I bought it mainly just for Switch 1 games. And yeah, I did already have a Switch 1, but as you will see with these 2 titles that I bought, on why I didn't want to play them on Switch 1. Also, my Switch 1 was basically just collecting dust for like 8 years. So I bought it around release as well. It was about a month after its release. And yeah, it was good. Yeah, it looks like a still image right now, because I'm not redoing it. But that's okay, because all I had to do is survive another week. I haven't, and one of the things that makes a handheld great is that you can take them on the go. Since I've been stuck in the house for literally since the Friday I got it to now, but based on what I have played, which are just one game mainly, the other one I did like the tutorial on the first level. And with the money I spent, I could have gotten a Steam Deck, yes. And that would be the smart move. Getting a Steam Deck would be the smart move. And yeah, it would be. But then, the reasons I got a Switch 2 is kind of its exclusives at the moment. And then it's like, what's coming from Valve at the end of the year or next year? Don't know. So we don't know. I probably will still get a Steam Deck unless they announce a Steam Deck 2, then I'll probably get the Steam Deck 2 instead. And yeah, Xbox did announce their handheld. At first I was really angry about it. If you watched my Twitch stream of me reacting to the Xbox showcase, it had a lot of interesting games. There was a lot of interesting games during the Xbox showcase. But the handheld itself is what we're here for. So the console itself is really good. It compared to the Switch 1, the Switch 1 feels like a toy. This does not feel like a toy anymore. And that is really good. That's really good. And the screen, yes, it's really reflective here in this setup for this video. But it feels really good. So yes, I've been playing Pokemon Violet. So I will show you that the 2 games I bought on the day of me buying it is these 2 games. Bayonetta 3, I've always wanted. I've been like ever since they announced or teased Bayonetta 3, I've been wanting to play. It's like, oh my god, there's a new Bayonetta. And then it came out for the Switch 1. Never go around to buying it. So these are the only 2 games I have really been playing on here, but only been playing Pokemon. It's my first Pokemon game. So I wanted to get into Pokemon, and I'm starting with Violet. Probably will move on to the Let's Go. The Let's Go was one of the games I really wanted to play at first, but Bayonetta 3. Both of these games, in fact, are absolutely dreadful on the Switch 1. The Switch 1 was really underpowered. And it really sucks. But it was the truth. That console hardware-wise was just trash. It was terrible. Also, I got Bayonetta 3 brand new for 20 quid. That's one of the reasons I was able to get 2 games instead of just the one. I'm also buying Scarlet or Violet. It's about 35 quid second hand. But yeah, I've been looking forward to playing Bayonetta 3. And Pokemon Violet is my first Pokemon pretty good place to start, as it's the first proper open world Pokemon game. And the Switch 1 had a lot of graphical issues. The frame rate was, it targeted 30 but never ran anywhere near 30. The animations were like very low frame rate, right? Like this game was terrible for the Switch 1, especially at launch. I feel like it got better over time probably, but it's hard to say. Thankfully, they did do a Switch 2 patch for the game, and the game runs at 60 now, at like, I think 1080p handheld. I'm not sure about docked. It might be 1440p. I don't think it's 4K, because it doesn't look great on my 4K display. It's still very pixelated. So far, I've been really enjoying it. I have 3 gym badges so far. And I've also got about 3 Titan badges. Which means this Pokemon can actually basically go on water now. And it's great. So there's a reason to do the Titan stuff. I have done 1 star badge. So I got 1 star badge. So the game is actually a pretty good game. It's just that on the Switch 1, it's really bad. So that's another reason why. And in terms of the hardware itself, it feels great. Like, yes, the UI is basically identical to the Switch 1. And yeah, that is a huge disappointment on the Switch 2, is that they didn't make a new OS. As you can see, I got a bunch of demos, so I'm interested to try and playing more different games, more Nintendo games. Backwards compatibility, it's hard to really judge right now, just like I said, I've already had it for a week and I'm mainly been Pokemon Violet. Haven't played much of Bayonetta 2 yet. Bayonetta 3, I mean. Again, I might actually play through 1 and 2 again. Experience them on Switch 2. As I feel like even Bayonetta 2 had some frame rate issues, possibly. Especially in the more intense areas. But Bayonetta 1 and 2 are a bit more linear. Bayonetta 3 is a bit more open world. And that's kind of the thing you might notice with Switch 1. Nintendo were pushing for open world stuff. Because even Bayonetta has more of a semi-open world. And based on the one area I did get to explore, it's been great. The screen as well, especially compared to the Switch 1, it's an amazing screen. The bezels are huge, yeah. But it's way better because the actual console bezels for the screen, rather than the actual screen bezels, are a lot smaller. Also, the ability to disconnect these controls so much easier. This has been so satisfying. The console is very satisfying. It's really, the build quality is amazing, and unfortunately the Joy-Cons in terms of the sticks, yeah, there will still stick drift because the actual modules themselves, the actual sensors are literally identical from what we've seen inside of them. They're identical from the Switch 1. So Nintendo lied, which is very disappointing. And the Pro Controller for the Switch 2, even more disappointing. These, they at least had the idea, oh yeah, we got magnets on the console itself. The Joy-Cons don't have magnets. These 2 buttons are actually metal. And they feel like plastic. But it must be the paint that they've used. Because it's definitely a metal, but it's hard to tell. But the Joy-Cons actually feel a lot more comfortable than the originals. And that's because they're just generally bigger. Compared to the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. And the games are going to run so much better as well, so... Did I buy a Switch 2 just to play Switch 1 titles? Yes, I did. I bought them Because again, I have a few games that I owned on my Switch 1 that this one in the middle, haven't finished. But your game saves, you have the ability to transfer a lot of your games over. So I can easily. I will warn you, if you're going to get a Switch 2 and you have a Switch 1 and you want to transfer all your stuff over from your Switch 1 to your Switch 2, when you do the setup stuff, when it says, do you want to transfer it over? Click yes. Do it there and then, because if you don't, you can't do it. There's ways to do it, but it's a lot more tedious and a lot more work. So the console itself, I'm just really loving it. I love this device as like the tablet itself is really nice. Like this kickstand, massive improvement. Yeah, some people are worried how thin it is, and yeah, it is, but it feels sturdy to me. And again, the magnets. If you knew the whole design on the Switch 1 was supposed to be magnets. So as you can see, no, it's hard to tell with the camera because it's not focusing. Yeah, it's not going to focus. There we go. As you can see, there's nothing for the Joy-Cons to clip onto. It's held on with magnets and friction. And this is so satisfying, by the way. Like, that is so satisfying. Switch 1 was like, whatever. But this click is real. Like, it's a real massive click. It's really, really, really satisfying. So, the console as a whole, oh my god, it's got fingerprints on it already. I just cleaned the screen for the video and it's already got fingerprints. That's maybe one negative, is that it's a fingerprint magnet. Also, that the system is really sleek and nice. You can see, like, it's like proper black and stuff, right? It's focusing on the box. So this is just a quick review. Just bear in mind, I've only had it a week and I haven't actually used it as much as you would think for a week. I've been busy doing everything, so I haven't had the time to like dive deep into the system. And there is upcoming games that I'm looking forward to. I've never played any of the Metroids, so Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is looking really good to me. Apparently it's going to run at 4K 60, and it's like, yeah, well, we'll see about that. Yeah, technically it's a Switch 1 title, but it's like the way the game is becoming to be a thing, the way it's looking to be a Switch 2 game, and it is going to have that mouse support. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, it does have a little sensor for the mouse. So it's that little sensor there. If it focused, so there we go. That little sensor, it's on both Joy-Cons, so mouse control. Nothing really supports it right now. I heard Cyberpunk is one of those games that support it, but from what I've seen, the input lag is really, really bad. So it's a downside of a controller, is it's gonna have that input lag. So I don't expect any more. So do I recommend buying it? Is kind of the next thing that you guys are probably wondering, and is it worth it? I would say it's exactly what I expected Switch 2 to be. There's a lot of people talking about it online saying it's not worth it. This is mainly social media. I'm not on social media, but I know people who are, and they have saying the Switch 2 is not worth it. It's not worth your money. It's not worth 400 quid or 430, you know, depending if bundle or not. As you can see, I got it without Mario Kart World. If I got that, then I would have only been able to buy one game instead of the two. And technically one of these games was cheaper than the bundle anyways, but I ended up spending a lot of money that Friday, and yeah, like I said, it's only a week. Do I recommend it? If you want to play games like these, then yeah, it's kind of worth it. Especially if you don't have a Switch, then it's definitely worth it. Do not get the Switch One. I really don't recommend it. If you're still looking for one, just keep looking. The scalpers are getting absolutely burnt by this purchase by Nintendo, keeping the stock up. Because Nintendo's been stocking these things quite frequently. They've been doing a really good job at stocking these things. Do I need to do a more analysis of the actual system itself? No, I don't think so. So I don't think I need to actually go in detail on like the actual console itself. If you want to see more of that, yes, I did regret not doing an unboxing video or a video saying, yeah, I got the Switch 2, and I wish I did. So yeah, I'm kind of rambling on now, but if you're someone who owns a Switch 1 and you're not planning on, or if you're only interested in new games, then no, it's not worth it because you only got Mario Kart World right now. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza does come out very soon. So if you're looking forward to playing that, and that is a new exclusive to the Switch 2, it's not coming to the Switch 1. Backwards compatibility just got an update yesterday that fixed a lot of the games. So backwards compatibility is really good right now. It's getting really good. Do I regret my purchase? At least not yet, and I don't think I will. I don't think it's gonna be left in the dust like the Switch Switch 1. And that's because of games like Pokemon. I'm getting into Pokemon, and there's the new Pokemon coming out soon, and I want to try and experience a bunch of games in the Pokemon franchise first. I'm also thinking about playing some of the Mario games, like the new Mario Bros. U. I know it didn't get the best reviews, but that's the game I'm interested in. I would have preferred playing the DS game or the Wii game, not the Wii U. Maybe a Mario 3D World. Be another Mario game I might be interested in. But the Mario like triple pack is the game I'm really trying to get. Because it has games like Galaxy, Sunshine, and N64 or Mario 64. And I've heard those are some of the best Mario games. Now I hope to make another one of those triple packs where it includes Galaxy 2. I didn't even know Galaxy 2 even existed. And some other great Mario titles. I would like them to look back at like the GameCube and the Wii era games. Maybe even the Wii U. But we've already done the Wii U to death at this point. That system is long gone at this point. So yeah, so this would be it for this video. If you enjoyed more videos, I'm gonna try and do more videos like this, because these videos, actual recorded videos, are doing okay on my channel. I might start streaming again, but if you want to know, I am gonna start streaming on Twitch as well, and then maybe use my YouTube as more of an archive. So I figured out a way of doing it. I just make sure there isn't any copyrighted stuff on them. So I had to be very careful on copyrighted, because the last one had a lot of copyrighted stuff on it. So I didn't manage to upload my reactions to the Xbox Showcase. So I do apologize for that. And yes, it's been over a week since the last video. It's been a couple weeks. So I'm trying to do more content like this. It's just figuring out what content I want to do. I'm not going to record Switch content. So if my thoughts is that the console is really good and it is worth the money, because it's exactly what it says on the box, which is Nintendo Switch 2. Or technically it just says Switch. If you ignore this 2, the 2 is not actually within this. it's only within the actual logo. So it just even looks like a Switch one. Are people over exaggerating? Yeah, I would say so. If you're someone who already owns a Switch, it's going to be a lot harder to sell, I think. Unless you're really that into Mario Kart, then it's definitely going to be a hard sell. So, until then, I will see you guys later.